So when I was 8 months old, my dad passed away. My entire life, I was raised without a father. I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything. It didn't affect me until I was about 13 years old. And that's because I found out that my dad had died of a drug overdose. And up until then, I was told that he died of a heart attack. When I had found out that it was because of a drug overdose, I felt unlovable. I had felt rejected and abandoned because I felt like I wasn't worth him sticking around for. I wasn't worth him fighting to be sober and to not do drugs so that he could be in my life. At that point is when I began to start looking for approval from boys. I started to seek out love in all the wrong places. I would like anybody just to get some attention. Instead of attention, I would just get rejected. That continual rejection just fed that sense of worthlessness. And I began to self-mutilate because I felt so worthless. And I would sit in my room and I would just cut myself almost on a daily basis. Over time, it began to escalate to suicidal thoughts. I just didn't want to be here anymore. I just felt really like if I wasn't here, things would be better. I remember one night it escalated and I knew that I really, really wanted to commit suicide. And I was ready, I was prepared. In that moment when I was going to, I had received a message of somebody checking in on me. It kind of snapped me out of it. And so I told that person, call me right now, I'm not okay. And so they called me. I talked to my friend about what was going on at that time, and I was fine for the night. And then the next day, I was approached by the Paragon pastor at the time to come to the night of releasing with my mom. And I'm in youth and didn't really care. And so I didn't really want to go, but I went anyway. He had prayed over me. He knew exactly what was going on without me telling him. I was instantly delivered from thoughts of suicide, and I was instantly delivered from depression. I had an encounter with the Holy Spirit like I've never had before. And in that moment, the Holy Spirit had restored my joy. The Holy Spirit had restored that worth and had made me feel so overwhelmingly loved when I felt so unlovable. I left that night completely free, and I never looked back. And this girl that felt so unlovable became a woman who is completely loved by her husband. I married at a young age, which was my complete heart's desire. God has been so good and blessed us with 7 children, all who would not be here had I had given into that lie of the enemy. You have to look past today to look towards the future, because the future holds so much beautiful things. For me, it was getting married and having our dream family and being in blissful love every single day and getting my bachelor's degree and continuing my education and pursuing more. And for you, it might be something completely different. God has so much in store. He is in tomorrow and He is in your future. And whether you feel Him today or not, He's in your today.